Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all will be fine. Today we will start our revision lecture and you have to prepare your notebooks like you have prepared in the previous revision classes. Today we are going to start unit number 6, ratio and proportion. It's on book page number 79. So these are the concepts we have to discuss. First of all, we will discuss the ratio, and secondly we will discuss the proportion. Okay, so what is the ratio? A ratio is a relation which one quantity bears to another quantity of the same kind with regard to their magnitude. It is represented by these two dots, or you can say the colon. Next is proportion. When two ratios are equivalent, it constitutes a proportion and it is represented by this symbol. Okay, next we will discuss about the cross product. What is the cross product? The cross product rule states that in a proportion, the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. So, if these are the values 4:5, proportion 12:15 means two ratios are here. So these values in blue color are the means and these in the red are extremes. Okay, so we will start exercise 6a on book page number 86. First question is find the ratios of. First part is 13 and 39. So you have to find the ratio of 13 and 39. So first of all, here's the solution. You have to write 13 and 39 in the ratio. So you will write 13:39. Now what we have to do, we have to write 13 and 39 in fraction form. As I have told you that this ratio sign means division and proportion sign means is equal to. So this means division. So we have written 13/39 and we have to see if both the numbers can be divisible by the same number. So we will divide them. So 13 and 39 can be divided with 13. That's why we have divided both numbers by 13. After dividing, we got 1/3. So we can write 1/3 in the ratio like 1:3. Or I have told you that the numerator is always written in the first place and denominator is written always in the second place in terms of ratio. So we have got the ratio of 13 and 39. It's 1:3. Okay, next is part 2, 42 and 63. You have to do it by yourself in the notebook. And don't do the first part, you only have to do the second and this fifth part. So fifth part is 36 kg and 80 kg. So you have to do it by yourself in the notebook. Okay. Next is question number 2. An alloy contains 13.5 grams of copper and 4.5 grams of zinc. So you have to find the ratio by mass of copper to zinc in alloy. Okay. So here's the solution. First of all, you have to collect the data. Quantity of copper is equal to 13.5 grams. It's given in the question. And quantity of zinc is equal to 4.5 grams. It's given in the question. Now you have to find the ratio of copper to zinc. It's written that you have to find the ratio by mass of copper to zinc. So you have to find. Now in this case, first of all we will put the value of copper and then we will put the sign of ratio and then we have to put the value of zinc. So it's 13.5 grams, ratio 4.5 grams. Okay. Now we have to write these in the fractional form. 13.5 grams by 4.5 grams. Now grams can be cancelled because the unit is same for both. Now you have to remove this decimal point. So to remove this decimal point, we can write in the fraction like this. We can write the this 13.5 like this. I am writing here. You can see. You can write this into 13.5 divided by 4.5. After writing this, you have to remove the decimal point. How will we remove the decimal point? We will write a division sign here. When we will remove the sign, we have to place 1 in that place, and how much numbers are after this decimal point, we have to place the that much zeros here. Similarly, we will remove the decimal point, we will put 1, and for 5 we will put 0. Now this is written here. Okay, I hope you have understood how this step have done. We have cancelled these decimal points and written this 10 in the denominator. Okay, so next we have to remove this division sign. To remove this division sign, we have to take the reciprocal of the second fraction and we have to convert this division sign into multiplication. So when we will change this division sign into multiplication, we have to use the reciprocal of second fraction. So what is the reciprocal of second fraction? It's 10 by, it will be 45. It will not be 4.5. Okay, this will be 135 and it will be 45. Okay, it's okay. Now it's 135 by 10 multiplied by 10 by 45. So now as you see, the 10 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator can be divided. So these can be cancelled, or you can say 10 ones are 10 and 10 ones are 10. We have divided it by 10. Now we have got 135 and 45, and these can also be divided. So 45 ones are and 45 threes are. So we have got 3 by 1 multiplied by 1 by 1. Okay, here let me solve it for you. It will be 45 ones are and 45 threes are, and it's 10 ones are and 10 ones are. Now you can see we have written 3 by 1 here and 1 by 1 here. Now we will multiply the numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So we have got 3 by 1. Now the ratio of copper to zinc is equal to 3:1. So we have to convert this fraction into ratio, and as I have told you, you have to put the numerator in first place and denominator in the second place. I hope you have understood. Move to the next. Question number 4. Mr. Bilal has a monthly income of rupees 7,200 and expenditure of rupees 6,300 per month. So you have to find the ratio of his savings to his income. Here's the solution. Monthly income is equal to rupees 7,200. We have to get the data from the question. Monthly expenditure is equal to rupees 6,300. Now savings is equal to income minus expenditure. Why we are finding the savings? Because we have to find the ratio of savings to income, and in the question the data is given about income and expenditure, so we have to find the savings. After then we can get the ratio of savings to income. So to find the ratios of saving, we have to find savings. The formula for saving is equal to income minus expenditure. So you have to put the values of income and expenditure here. So income is rupees 7,200 and expenditure is 6,300. When we will subtract it, we have got the savings rupees 900. Now we will find the ratio of his savings to his income. So first of all, you have to see that it's saving in the first place, so we have to put the value of saving on the first place, and after that we have to put the value of income on the second place. So we have written the ratios rupees 900, ratio rupees 7200. Now we can convert it in the fractional form. This rupees can be cancelled. These zeros can also be cancelled. So we have got 9 by 72. Now you can see 9 by 72, both numbers can be divided by 9. So we have divided, and we have got 1 by 8. Now we have to convert this fraction into ratios. So ratio of his savings and his income is equal to 1:8. Okay, next is exercise 6b. It's on book page number 93. Question number 2. The ratio of quantities is 2:7. If the first quantity is 28, find the second. So the ratio of two quantities is equal to 2:7, and first quantity is equal to 28. Here you have to find the proportion. So let the second quantity is equal to y. We have the first ratio, we have to find the number in the second ratio. So you have to write 2:7 proportion 28 ratio y. Now you have to convert it in the fraction. So it will be 2 by 7 is equal to 28 by y. Now we can do the cross multiplication. 7 can be multiplied by 8 and y can be multiplied with 2 like this. And by multiplying we got 2y is equal to 196. Now we have to find the value of y. So to find the value of y, we have to remove this 2 from here. So to remove this 2, we have to divide it on the other side because it's multiplying here. So we will divide it. When we have divided, we have got y is equal to 98. So the second quantity is equal to 98. Okay, next is exercise 6b, book page number 93. Question number 6 is use the cross product rule to determine which of the ratios is greater in each of the following cases. So these are the questions. You have to find the proportions. You have to use the cross product rule. Means you have to find the product of means and product of extremes. Okay, so how will we solve this? I will solve the first part for you. Like, first part is 4:7 and 1:2. Now what we have to do? We have to do the solution. Okay, so we will do the solution with the blue pen. Now what we have to do, we have to use the cross product method. So in cross product rule, we have to use the means and extremes. So 4:7, and this is the proportion 1:2. Now these are the means and these are the extremes. Now what we have to do, we have to take the product of means and extremes. Okay, so product of extremes is equal to, product of means. Okay, now we will use this formula. So I am writing here product of means and product of extremes. Okay, so in mean it's 7 and 1, in extremes it's 4 and 2. So 4 and 2 multiplied, it's not multiplied, it's is equal to 7 multiplied by 1. Now 4 multiplied by 2, 4 2s are 8 and 7 1s are 7. So this is the answer, and Here, as you see in the question, it's written you have to use the cross product rule to determine which of the following ratios are greater in each of the following case. So how will you know which one is greater? As you see here, 8 is greater than 7. So we will say that I am writing here, we can say that 4 ratio 7 is greater than 1 ratio 2. Understood? So you have to do the second and the third part by yourself in the notebook. I hope you have understood each and everything. So take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.